My wife refuses to travel anywhere except Disney World, despite us having already been there 9 times, so I had enough and said no. Now she thinks I'm her biggest enemy in life. Posted by you/either_ambassador_54. My wife, Jess, and I have been married for the past 13 years. We're both 39. After experiencing financial hardship throughout our 20s and early 30s, Jess and I are now fortunate enough to have the means to travel once or twice a year. The only problem is that Jess literally only wants to go to Disney World. We have been to Disney 9 times now, and every vacation we have ever taken together has been there, including our honeymoon. So we go, we eat the Mickey Mouse ice cream, we wear the mouse ears, we stay in the official hotels, we see the characters, we ride the rides, we take pictures in front of Cinderella's castle, and we come home. Every trip. I'm honestly beyond sick of Disney, and I never really liked going in the first place. Jess knows this, but she has no concept of travel beyond Disney. We're currently planning a trip for April, and Jess, as usual, said that we could just go to Disney. I explained that it sounded fun, but hey, why don't we go somewhere like Hawaii this time? Jess was confused. She asked why we would go to Hawaii. I responded that we could enjoy the spas and go to the beach. Jess mumbled a half-hearted answer and walked away. A few days later, she approached me, saying that she had made hotel reservations for Hawaii. At first, I was excited because, although she did so without consulting me, it seemed like she was really listening. But then, when she showed me the hotel she booked, I found that she had made reservations for Aulani, the Disney resort in Hawaii. Frustrated, I told her that I'm honestly tired of Disney and that I just want to have a different experience this time. She told me that she was compromising with me and that I should be appreciative of the time she spent. I asked her if she was willing to consider anything other than Disney for our trip, and she said no. At this point, I said that I wasn't going. Now she's furious. She canceled the reservation she made and is now looking for a friend to go to Disney World with instead of me. Was I the jerk here for not trying to accommodate her request? Update 1 week later. About a week ago, I made a post about an argument my wife, Jess, and I had. Here's the update. I screwed up. I know most people gave me the not the jerk judgment, but Jess actually showed a great deal of openness to my idea. She took the initiative by reserving the hotel because she wanted me to be happy. When I said, nope, no Disney, she felt that I hadn't put any effort into considering her feelings. And she was completely right, I hadn't. It was, in a twisted way, my form of revenge for dragging me to Disney World all those times. In the last post, some people commented that Aulani barely even looks like a Disney resort. This is something I should have researched myself before throwing down the gauntlet with Jess. When I looked into it, it turned out to be just a run-of-the-mill Hawaiian resort. In my defense, going to Disney World 9 times has made me a little sensitive, and I'm fairly sure that on a Rorschach test, I'd see nothing but mouse ears at this point. But I really should not have jumped to conclusions. A day after I made the post, I approached Jess and apologized. I was wrong. Yes, she might be a Disney adult, but aside from always wanting to go to their theme parks, she's never obnoxious about it. I said I was sorry and asked for permission to rebook the hotel. Jess responded that she'd love to go to Aulani with me. When I told her it's not really all that Disney, Jess said, of course I knew that. I wanted to go because my sister said it was beautiful. I'm a moron. Jess and I have replanned our vacation, and we're super excited to go now. I came to this realization because a lot of people pointed out things I should have figured out myself. Thank you. Second update 3 weeks later. Hi again, everybody. Unfortunately, we will not be going to Aulani for our upcoming vacation. A couple of days after Christmas, Jess had a minor car accident. She mistook drive for reverse and backed into our garage door. When I heard the loud bang, I ran outside and found Jess holding her neck in the car. I immediately drove her to the hospital, where she had x-rays done. She seemed fine, but the doctor said that based on her symptoms, headache, neck pain, numbness in her fingers, she could have whiplash. Jess and I figured she would be fine in a couple of days, but almost 2 weeks later, she is still complaining about back pain. Yesterday, she approached me, saying that she wasn't confident she could go to Hawaii in a few months. I asked what she wanted to do, and while apologizing profusely, she asked if we could postpone the trip. I responded that she had absolutely nothing to apologize for. After that, she said she felt bad about not being able to go to Hawaii, but she might be able to make it to Disney World. While I didn't understand at first, she told me that it has very high accessibility and, in a worst-case scenario, ECV rentals. She doubts that will be necessary but assured me that we could take it easy there. I know this isn't the conclusion people here wanted, and it's certainly not what I wanted to do with my next vacation, but Jess's health has to come first. We've made our reservations. It's not where I want to go, but Jess is super happy right now, and that's what matters most to me. Thank you all for your input. Third update 3 weeks later. If you haven't been following, here's the TLDR of the situation. First, my wife, Jess, wanted to go to Aulani, the Disney resort, for our upcoming vacation. This was after 9 consecutive trips to Disney World. I eventually agreed to this plan. Then, Jess had a minor car accident in our driveway. She felt she couldn't make it to Hawaii, so we compromised and decided to go to Disney World one more time. Long story short, last week, Jess overplayed her hand. Even before that, I found her recounting of the car accident and the extent of her injuries suspicious. When she doesn't know I'm watching, she moves normally, picks things up off the floor, and generally seems perfectly healthy. When she sees me nearby, she exaggerates every movement, holds her lower back, and limps. Well, on Saturday, Jess approached me, saying that she wanted to move. This made no sense. We had so little money throughout our 20s and early 30s, and now we're financially well off solely because I finally have an amazing job in our area. Jess said she understood this, but she argued that she wanted to live closer to her parents. She asked me to move to Orlando with her. First off, her parents do not live in Orlando. They live in Atlanta, which is smack dab between where we currently live and Orlando. Jess cited the increased flight options, and then she tacked on that she might have a job opportunity in Orlando. When I asked her to show me the job, she presented a $16 an hour sales associate position in a sector where she has absolutely no knowledge or experience. I'm not proud of this, but I snapped. I told her she just wanted to move closer to Disney World, that she was tearing our lives apart so she could take pictures with Disney princesses, and that she was a horrible wife. Jess denied this, naturally, and she told me that she's moving to Orlando with or without me because her parents need her. After this, Jess went to her room and started blasting Disney music at max volume, singing along. I listened to her rendition of Let It Go more times than I can count, maybe it refers to me here. The next morning, she told me again that she was moving to Orlando with or without me and said that if I want to be a piece of crap husband, I can just stay where I am. I'm going to just be a piece of crap husband. I've tried to deny the obvious because it would make Jess happy, but I can't anymore. I just want to be alone. I wasn't responding to your comments, but they've helped me more than you can know. Thank you to everyone who posted relevant comments. Commenter: Jess has truly reached the ultimate level of Disney obsession. Moving just to be closer to Disney World? We stan a committed fan. Ops response: yes, I'm a freaking idiot for going along with it for this long. I just wanted her to be happy.